Hello to all my queers and dears who may or may not be here, and welcome back to the stream where we're playing non-violent games that reward the player for intellectual and or emotional engagement, rather than for combat or other forms of violent gameplay loops. We are back with Sam and Max for a little bit tonight. Not that much, I don't think. It's getting a little late, but a little bit. Skunkate presents from the archives of Telltale Games. Sam and Max, the Devil's Playhouse. Hey, buddy. Welcome back.
Thanks to our magnificent brains, most of us live out our lives under the delusion that we are in control. But are our brains truly in control? Makes you think, doesn't it? Engrossed in the thrilling cinematic exploits of their ancestors, the freelance police have had no time to ponder these eternally vexing questions. But in mere moments, they and you will be plunged headfirst into these murky philosophical depths when Sam returns from his ill-timed bathroom break to discover they stole Max's brain.
Max? Little buddy?
Basically because it takes a lot of time.
No.
That's why I don't anymore, really.
What happened?
And it hasn't had that much of an impact anyway
Hey!
on my numbers or anything like that. So I just stopped.
What happened to Max? Talk!
We don't know! 1 second we were guarding the devil's toy box, and bam! Out went the lights!
Through a fog of rage, darkness, and raisinets, I tried to remember what Flint Paper told me about interrogating suspects.
Rule number 1, don't let the suspect control the conversation. Get him talking, then surprise him. Interrupt him with a question, or call him a liar, freak him out. And if all else fails, bring little Miss Persuasion out for a stroll.
Actually, I think it was more of a boom, really.
Really? Because I distinctly heard it more like a bam.
Anyway, someone knocked us out with a booming and or bamming sound, and,
Well, that's the last thing we remember until you woke us up and started snarling at us.
yeah, that's the last thing we remember.
Rule number 2, timing is everything. When you hear the suspect lying, that's when you jump in and accuse him.
Yep, I was totally unconscious the whole time. I certainly didn't see anything interesting. No sirree, Bob.
Can we go now? The apocalypse is at hand, and we've got plans to make.
Liar!
All right. I came to before Jebediah, just in time to hear the telltale sounds of a brain being removed from a bunny.
Obadiah, why didn't you do anything?
I was afraid that he'd remove my brain too.
Who? Who took Max's brain?
It was the space gorilla.
Skunk Ape.
Of course. He must have been released from the penal zone when the toy box was stolen.
I'm so sorry.
Not half as sorry as that brain-stealing space ape's gonna be when I catch up with him.
Rule number 3. Mole men are easy. To crack the tough nuts, you'll need information to prove your case. Sometimes you gotta ask around to get the dirt on the doers. Now, go get 'em.
I wrote a mental note to thank Flint at Max's funeral and got ready to squeeze some punks.
Info from one says people break another. Remember to interrupt it. Okay, cool. It does take a little long because I have to. There's a bunch of different places to do it, and it. Anyway, it just
General
takes
Skunk.
effort. Even if it's not that much effort, it's
That
still
space
effort.
ape had wanted Max's brain ever since he
Yeah, it
found
doesn't
out
have
it
it.
was special. Now that special brain was gone.
And yeah, like I
was
said, it
cut
doesn't
loose,
have that much of an impact
Drifting
anyway.
in the neon current, hoping for a lucky break. Hello, ugly. You're one of Skunk Ape's goons. Where's your boss? What did he do to my little buddy?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunk Copy since you unjustly imprisoned him in the penal zone. I'll never forget his final terrified howl as it echoed across the dimensional boundaries. Anyhow,
What are you talking about?
don't you remember when you and your partner defeated my leader, the magnificent General Skunk Copy, by trapping him in the penal zone?
Oh yeah, that. So?
As I was saying, since Skunk Copy's imprisonment, I've been reevaluating my life choices. I've abandoned violence for a career as a science spinner. It's a very fulfilling, low-temperature job, more suited to a space ape of a certain age. Enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat. I certainly see.
Rat? What rat?
Frankie the rat. He traffics in stolen merchandise and tawdry gambling rings.
Where can I find him?
He hangs out in the corner of Veni and Vidi in the Latin Quarter.
Frankie the Rat. The name left a bad taste on my tongue and an itchy sensation in my boxers. Still, there wasn't a rodent more plugged into the bad wiring in the city.
Yeah, it's fun.
Hey, Rat.
Sam, buddy, how's it hanging?
My partner's got a bad case of a missing brain, and someone thinks you might know something about it.
Brain, huh? Well, I did see something unusual and brain-related a little while back.
Spill!
I was given directions to a confused tourist. Poor fellow was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with his umlauts and knocks and whatnot.
Where?
Hey, take it easy, big fella. I sent him right over the other way, about 2 miles.
Frankie the Rat helping a tourist? It was absurd. Absurd like Max was, back when he had a brain. So imagine my surprise when I found Frankie's tourist wandering around the bad side of town.
Oh! Ah!
Well, technically, it came out this year,
You
but
foreign guy.
this is the
What's your
remastered
story?
version. The original version came out 2010.
Thrilling.
Yeah, it's a real honor. Now, what do you know?
Well, about an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats.
And Frankie sent you here?
Yeah.
Filthy lion rat.
You know, back in Europe, I heard so many warnings about your country's rats, but this Frankie was so gracious and helpful. Anyhow, I was about to give him a tip for the help, but all of a sudden a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. Might have been more of an Ödeler Spuckenfreundlich.
Then what?
After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ibble-skibbled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. You know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually the museum district. People in this country are so intense.
No, that's what I was saying. This is the remastered version, and it literally just came out like a month ago or
The
something.
tourists seemed like just another victim circle in the drain, but I knew there was more to the story.
So they
It
like
was
they
time to
improved
circle back
everything.
and flush out the truth.
I mean the dialogue is all the same and everything, but the lighting and the models and it was all improved. It was a big effort from a bunch of people. So. I mean, it depends on the remaster.
I'm back! Now where's Skunk Ape?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunk Copy since you unjust. You'll never forget his final terrified howl.
Unjustly. Don't make me chortle. When you get right down to it, we all deserve to get tossed into the penal zone. You, me, the guy who delivers your deep dish pizzas, all of us, bubbling over with sin and corruption and...
Is there a point to this, or are you just trying to get me depressed?
Sorry, just thinking out loud. Where were we?
As I was saying, since Skunk Copy's imprisonment, I've been reevaluating my life choices. I've abandoned violence for a career as a sign spinner. It's a very fulfilling, low-temperature job.
You lie!
No, it's true. I've abandoned a life of violence and conquest for an honest, peaceful job as a sign spinner. See?
Ah, yes. So, where were we?
Enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat. He certainly seems plugged into the ins and outs of this gloriously filthy metropolis.
Wait for now.
Hey, don't you want to know about our baby iguana seal?
I mean, so, like, yes, obviously they didn't do it from scratch, but they did really, like, just improve all the models, all the lighting. Like, it was a big remaster. It was big. It was a big job. Didn't start it from scratch, but they did really improve everything. In terms of the visuals, primarily. And then, of course, they also ported it to some new things, like the Nintendo Switch. You know, so...
Frankie, what do you know? I was given directions to a confused tourist.
To the museum district?
Yeah, poor fella was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with his umlauts and tvortisnaks and whatnot. I was almost done helping the guy, see? When bam! All of a sudden, this space ape comes barreling down the street, fighting with some other mook. A space ape carrying a brain!
Skunk Ape.
I hadn't haven't seen anything that weird since Aunt Jacqueline's vacation slides from Pismo Beach with the jellyfish on the water skis.
Hurry it up.
So I grabbed the tourists, and we ducked behind a bunch of crates with the other gorilla. We kept our heads down until the fight moved on down the street. And that's all I know about the space ape what took your buddy's brain. No fooling. That's all I know. I don't know no more.
You lie.
Hey, Sam, I never lie about my cowardice. I'm really proud of it. So now what?
One more
It's like I was given directions.
to the museum district?
Yeah. Poor fella was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with his umlauts and knocks and whatnot. I was almost done helping the guy, see? When bam! All of a sudden, this space ape comes barreling down the street, fighting with some other mook. A space ape carrying a brain!
Skunk ape.
I hadn't seen
A brain? Was it Max's?
How should I know? All I know, it was a brain in a jar. And that crazy space gorilla was holding on to it like it was his best friend in the wild. So anyways, I grabbed the tourists, and we ducked behind a bunch of crates with the other gorilla. We kept our heads down until the fight moved on down the street. And that's all I know about the space ape what took you... Yipes! Stop doing that! It ain't good for my angina. So now what? You're welcome.
Ooh, a repeat performance.
Let's run through it one more time. And speak slowly. I'm an American.
As I said before, about an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats. You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your country's rats, but this Frankie was so gracious and helpful.
Museum district?
See, yeah, as a child in Europe, I always dreamed of visiting your city's famous museum district with its Institute of Incomplete Technologies and Hall of Filthy Arts. It's a little more underwhelming than it appeared in my school books. Any Flugen, I was about to give him a tip for the help, when all of a sudden the Weltraum Liebewacht Zauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was Weltraum Liebewacht Zauberkrieg.
Ultra super colored what now?
Weltraum Liebewacht Zauberkrieg. My people's word for a stunning battle between a strangely garbed man and an alien space gorilla carrying a brain in a jar. So, where was I? Oh, yes! After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and evil-skibbled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. You know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually the museum district.
Liar!
What? Lie? How dare you make such an accusation without a shred of proof? When I get back to the hotel, I will report you to the European consulate at once.
Fine.
Fine. No, where was I? Oh, yes.
Let's hear you.
Very well. About an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats. You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your country. Is that one of your famous American handguns? Fascinating. We don't have any of these in Europe, you know. I was about to give him a tip for the help, when all of a sudden the Weltraum Liebewacht Zauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was Weltraum Liebewacht Zauberkrieg. Might have been more of an Öliger Schurkenfreundel affair.
A hard rain's coming, pal. And when it comes, you're gonna wish you were only in a Weltraum Liebewacht Zauberkrieg.
Your grimness is depressing, but something must be getting lost in a translation. So, as I was saying, after the fight moved on, I discovered... You know what else? I'm starting to think...
What?
Evil-skibbled. It's a common European word that describes the feeling of my disorientation combined with nagging doubts about a rat. Honestly, what do they teach you Americans in your schools?
Video poker!
So, what else would you like to know?
Where's Skunk Ape?
I don't know. I haven't seen General's. I'll never forget his final terrified howl as it echoed across the dimensional boundaries. Anyhow, since Skunk Copy's imprisonment,
Not much.
I've been reevaluating my life choices. Abandoned violence for a career as a science spinner. It's a very fulfilling low-temperature job.
Reevaluating your life choices? What does that even mean?
Skunk Copy's defeat made me take a really hard look at myself. Honestly, is there anything more pathetic than a middle-aged space gorilla waving his blaster around the galaxy like some kind of teenager?
How about a dead partner?
The only way to break the cycle was to just walk away. Now I have a wonderful job as a sign spinner and a girlfriend in the village, and I don't even have to shoot anyone.
How nice for you.
Enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat. He certainly seems...
Rat? What rat?
Oh, wait.
Where can I...
He hangs...
We did that already. Hold on.
Where's...
I don't know. I'll never forget his final terrified howl as it echoed across the dimensional...
You're lying!
No, I'm not. I haven't seen the General, and I defy anyone to say otherwise.
Go on.
As I was saying, since Skunk Copy's imprisonment, I've been reevaluating abandoned violence for a career as a science spinner. It's a very fulfilling low-temperature job. Are you trying to threaten me with that?
Maybe.
You are aware that my ultra-dense space gorilla hide renders me impervious to your puny Earth bullets, right?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Where were we?
Enough about me. You... Yes, the rat. He certainly seems plugged into the...
You lie! There is no rat!
Excuse me, have you seen this city? There's rats everywhere.
Where's...
I don't... I'll never forget his final terrified howl as it echoed across the dimensional boundary. Are you trying to...
Maybe. Oh, yeah. Where were we?
Since abandoned violence for a career as a science spinner. It's a very fulfilling...
Then why?
Enough of that. Yes, the rat. He certainly...
Rats? The whole world's full of rats. All of them clawing each other's eyes out to get off this sinking ship called life.
That's quite disturbing and sad. Please stop.
I won't stop until I get the guy who did this to my little buddy! Ah!
This specific sort of Sam and Max adventure of Sam and Max at Devil's Playhouse, these 5 chapters, are really about the partnership and the bond between Sam and Max, respectively, in a way that, you know, Sam and Max adventures often don't dig into quite the same. Just because, you know, often they're you know, fun shenanigans, and it's not like these aren't fun shenanigans.
Frankie, what do you know?
But
I was given directions to a confused tourist.
To the museum district?
Yeah, poor fella was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with...
Don't lie to me, Frankie. I talked to your tourist, and it looks to me like you sent him over to the wrong side of town to get rolled by your rat pack.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but this conversation is over. I ain't saying nothing till I get some legal representation. The nerve of some people, trampling a rat's God-given merengue right.
You want a lawyer? Here's an attorney from Smith & Wesson.
Okay, I'll talk. Sheesh. Well, like you guessed, I gave the tourist directions to the bad side of town, but I was just winding him up, really. Hey, you ask me, the schmuck deserved it. Acting all high and mighty and European, wearing his fancy socks.
What?
You know, the bad side of town. Hoboville, Flemberg, Broken Corners, that area. Anyway, when the big fight broke out, me, the tourist, and the other gorilla ducked down behind the crate, and I, picked their pockets. The tourist was loaded with high exchange...
Other gorilla? What other gorilla?
Believe it or not, it was another space ape. He was spinning a sign for some pet store, the poor schlub.
So that dirty punk sign spinner did see Skunk Ape.
Anyway, after the fight moved on, the tourist got a nice souvenir for his trouble, and I skedaddled back here. That's all I know, honest.
Souvenir?
Yeah, something fell out of the funny hat guy's pocket, and the tourist scooped it up.
What was it?
I don't know, something.
So the tourist didn't leave empty-handed after all.
So what now?
Stick around.
I shall count the minutes.
Ooh, a repeat performance.
Let's run through it one more time. And speak slowly. I'm an American.
As I said before, about an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of... You know, back in Europe, I heard so many warnings about your country's threat.
Hurry it up.
I was about to give him a tip for the help, when all of a sudden a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg.
Liar!
Nein, nee, it really was a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. But more like a kleine Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. But anyway, after the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and evil-skibbled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. You know what else? I'm stuck.
Don't play innocent with me, metric lover. The rat saw you pick up something after the fight. Now spill!
Yeah, it's true. I took a souvenir from the fight. I didn't think anyone would notice. Here.
Norrington. Who the heck is Norrington?
I don't know. Just don't hurt me. You Americans are all animals. Animals.
Finally, a clue. Norrington. The name rang fewer bells than a sleigh in July. Fortunately, it didn't need to. Tron, do your stuff. What do you mean not found in database?
The Crime-Tron requires additional clues to make an informed deduction.
Clues? I haven't got time for clues. Max's body is starting to smell differently.
Then maybe you should stop yelling at my girlfriend and start with the clue hyphen finding.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, it's sort of... you know, sometimes it's flexible. Sometimes, you know, Sam and Max refer to themselves as part of humanity. And sometimes they're animals, and sometimes they're... It's flexible, you know, so I'm letting that one slide.
Now, where's Skunk Ape?
I don't know. I'll never forget his final terror.
That story ain't gonna wash, Bonzo. Your pal Frankie told me all about how you and he hid from a fight between Skunk Ape and some other guy. Now, make with the lip flapping, and I better like what I hear.
It's true. A few of your Earth minutes ago, I was spinning my sign for Frankie the Rat and a tourist when General Skunkape came running down the street, chasing after a strangely garbed man. To my everlasting shame, I cowered behind a crate like a...
Strangely garbed?
Yes, a man in a faded jacket and a strange hat. He seemed to be carrying a box of some sort. General Skunkape was in hot pursuit. After the general and the stranger fled the scene, I discovered that he had dropped this. I'm surprised he didn't come back for it, but he appeared to be in something of a hurry.
What's that? A brain remover?
I believe it's one of the toys of power that my general has been collecting for the past 25 Crimex.
I knew that. Give me that toy.
No! I need it to get back in General Skunkape's good graces. Once I return this artifact to the general, he'll forgive my temporary abandonment of his goals and welcome me back to his crew with open arms. Oh, how I've come to miss standing at my general's side these past few hours. I wonder if he'll...
You're lying!
About what?
Where's Skunk Ape?
Weren't you paying? A few of your... To my everlasting shame, I cowered behind a crate like a common Venusian bonobo as the general and his prey skirmished.
You're lying!
Why would I lie about seeing Skunk Ape after you just caught me in a lie about not seeing him?
Sorry, lost my angry train of thought for a second. Continue!
As I was saying, after the general and the stranger fled the scene, I discovered that he had dropped this. I'm surprised he didn't come back for it, but he appeared to be in something of a hurry. Oh well.
I dropped something once. I think it was my innocence. Then I dropped my compassion. Now I just drop punks.
Is that supposed to be dark? It doesn't make sense.
Sue me. Give me that toy!
No! I need it to get back in General
It is, right?
good graces. Once I return this artifact to the General, he'll forgive my temporary abandonment of his goals and welcome me back to his crew with open arms. Oh, how I've come to miss standing at my...
I thought you were a sign-spinning pacifist now.
I was, but the sight of the General pummeling that stranger rekindled my hours-dormant lust to conquer the galaxy at his side.
Ah! I wasn't going back there. Not for all the bums on Broadway. The tourist would have to find his own way back to Europe. There was nothing left for me there. Nothing but a low-down lion rat.
Hello, Rosham. Okay.
I'm back! Now where's Skunk Ape?
A few of your... To my everlasting shame, I cowered behind a crate. Are you trying to threaten me with that?
Maybe.
You are aware that my ultra-dense space gorilla hide...
Oh yeah, I forgot.
He
Where were we?
can't use the gun on this
After
guy.
the general and the stranger fled the scene, I discovered that he had dropped this. I'm surprised he didn't come back for it, but he appeared to be in something of a hurry. Oh well. Are you trying to threaten me with that?
Maybe.
You are aware that my ultra-dense space gorilla hide renders me impervious to your puny Earth bullets, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Where were we? Give me that toy!
No! I need it to get back in General Skunkapi's good graces! Once I return this artifact to the General, he'll forgive my temporary abandonment of his goal. Oh, how I've come to miss standing at my...
Huh. You're fooling yourself, kid.
What are you talking about?
The only thing Skunk Ape's gonna welcome you with is a fistful of phasers. You can't go home again. You can't even get on the porch. You've tasted the apple, peed in the pool, bitten the hand that rocks the cradle. You're a sign spinner to him now, and that's all you're ever gonna be.
You're right. It's hopeless. No matter what I do now, I'll never soar through the galaxy at my general's side ever again.
I hate to tell you, but you're not a very good sign spinner either. I hated to see a grown gorilla cry, so I got in the car and looked for another lost soul to join me as I gazed into the abyss. The last time we saw the rhinoplasty toy, Max's special brain used it to turn into a bazooka. Now it was going to lead me to the guy who stole that special brain. It wasn't exactly ironic, but I didn't care. Okay, Tron, this is your last chance before I start looking for an upgrade. Come on, you obsolete hunk of junk. Talk! Where's Skunk Ape?
Sam, no!
Stop holding out on me!
Get away from her, you brute.
Finally.
Audiences across the country say you're a monster, Sam.
What have you become?
The Museum of Mostly Natural History. tarnished jewel of the city's once thriving museum district. Max and I always meant to visit, but we'd never gotten around
Hi,
to it.
dude, bunnies,
Now
S&M
we're
Club.
finally going to
Jesus.
take in its thrilling
Neon sign.
educational displays with a vengeance.
All right, Skunky, it's time to pay the piper, plus tax and applicable service fees.
Hang tight, little buddy. I'll take a look around after I track down Max's brain. It's a telltale trail of Grandpa Stinky's brain-preserving demon broth. Could Max's brain still be alive? Not now. I've got to find Max's brain. I should head upstairs where the action is.
My superior technological might, Necromancer!
Throwing out your simian hindquarters, barbarian!
Skunky. And wait, he's looking pretty spry for a 120-year-old. And there's the Devil's Toy Box. And is that...
Sam! Get me out of here. This whole place smells like gorilla and patchouli.
The interloper who foiled my scheme to collect the toys of power and re-imprisoned me in the penal zone?
Sam? The great-grandson of the Tothrone who put the kibosh on my intricate plan to unleash Yogg-Sothoth and take over the world?
I hate that guy.
I hate that guy!
Yes, yes. Common enemy. I propose an alliance.
You get the galaxy, I get the Earth?
Agreed.
Nice going, Papa Brain.
Don't blame me. I'm still trying to find the volume controls on this thing.
Minions, after him.
Sam? Oh, man. Now I'm stuck in here with the alliance of C-list supervillains. It was way more fun when they were fighting. Is that an espresso machine? Because I've always wanted to pour caffeine directly into my brain.
This device is used to maintain the complex matrix of energies between the Devil's Toy Box, your magnificent brain, and Paperweight's chaos magic, and funnel them into the planetarium's crude projector.
Fascinating. Now tell me more about my magnificent brain. Please, help us reach our goal. Operators are standing by to take your call. Hey you, Fez guy!
What is it?
Why are you and that big dumb ape skunk ape working together?
General Skunkapi and I have had a meeting of minds over our mutual loathing of you, your partner, and your forefathers.
So that added up to what? One mind between you?
I just hope his brain-dead minions can dispose of your partner without injuring any of my employees.
What are you and Corporal Buttcheeks here doing with the Devil's Toy Box anyway?
We're unwinding and rewiring the synapses of your brain to cast a blasphemous net of tech necromancy across the reality so that the toys of power may be properly encased within the Devil's Toy Box.
Ah, that's about what I thought.
Really? Repeat what I just said.
Blah, blah, blah. I've got a wonderful brain. Blargy, blargy. More toys for me. Pretty grubby joint you got here.
It's one of the finest collections in the world. Our Yog-Sothoth tapestry is one of a kind.
Gee, it'd be a shame if Skunk Ape's minions ripped your tapestry to shreds and used it for space towelettes. You know, accidentally.
Yeah, don't even think of such a thing.
How come you haven't aged a day since my great-grandpa kicked your demon-summoning butt back in the olden times?
The horrible secret of my apparent immortality is too terrible to comprehend, and would surely drive an uninitiated mind such as yours to the brink of madness were I to utter it.
So, Pilates then? What are you doing in this 2-bit museum anyway?
Since my defeat at the hands of your meddling ancestors, I've insinuated myself into the archaeological community, painstakingly gathering the requisite toys of power necessary to reopen a doorway between our world and the realm of Yog-Sothoth.
Nerd. You're a magical mumbo-jumbo guy, so maybe you can tell me. What's the deal with me having psychic powers all of a sudden? Am I going through the change?
It's difficult to say. The only minds on this plane capable of wielding the toys of power are the insane, the simple, or the defective.
Ah, you've been reading my press, kid.
But encountering two special brains in the same bloodline is practically unheard of. Your lineage is most peculiar and dangerous.
You should see us during holiday cookouts. Did you try and stop your new buddy from zapping Sam with a banana-shaped ray gun or whatever?
Why should I give a hell-beast's hangnail about the fate of Sameth's brood?
Well, let me get back to you on that. All this talking with my brain is making me tired. Let's talk later.
That's probably going to be useful.
Look at all those cool psychic toys. Am I doing that?
Indeed, yes. Your psychic brain melded to Monsieur Paperweight's sorcery and my super science have created a techno-arcanic whirlpool, drawing the toys to this convenient container.
So that explains the giant sucking sound in my head.
No, that's just you.
Well, at least I know that Max's brain is still alive and kicking. I'll never get back in there while Skunk Ape and Paperweight are working together. Maybe I can break up those lovebirds from out here. Somehow I doubt they're gonna lure in the jaded thugs of today with laser light shows. Not enough despinings to hold a young person's attention. Coming soon, a brief history of bad ideas in transportation. I hope Max's brain and body are reunited by the time this exhibit opens. He loves tooling around in comically unviable vehicles. Although the Hindenburg met its fiery demise in 1937, its sister ship, the Aeroschwein, is still in operation today and was a stunt double in the 1968 musical Let's All Go for a Ride in My Beautiful Balloon. So that's where that song came from. Good thing Max isn't here. Edutainment sends him into an atavistic rage. It's too bad Max's mighty psychic brain isn't here. There's all sorts of new phone numbers on this courtesy phone. I could learn a lot from this if I wasn't so offended by the choice of fonts.
Hey, you!
Who, me?
Don't get kid with me, wise guy. What are you doing in the museum after dark?
I'm Sam. I'm with the Freelance Police.
Freelance police, eh? I heard a lot about you guys. A lot. I'm Sal, museum security guard. You must be looking into all the freaky shenanigans going on around here tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Well, feel free to poke around. But right now, you gotta do something about this pile of trash.
That's not trash. That's my partner.
Partner, trash, potato, potato. If it's not up and moving in the next few minutes, I'm tossing that smelly lump of guts into the incinerator.
Incinerator? Yeesh. That fellow reminds me of my great-granduncle Eustachius. Canis erectus. This freakish tooth, dating from the late Flammarian era, is thought to represent an evolutionary dead end of heavyset man-dog hybrids. This night was bad enough, but now my distant ancestors are getting insulted by pasty-faced anthropologists.
So, Sal is not voiced by Patrick Warburton, but the voice is absolutely modeled on him.
Sal!
Keep it down, will ya? This is a museum, not a locker room.
Any idea what that paperweight loser is doing in the planetarium?
Hey, don't be calling Mr. Paperweight a loser. He's a stand-up guy who took me in and gave me a job.
He's not here, you know.
Nah, I got no idea what that loser's up to. Heck, I can't even understand half the things he tells me over the headphones.
Your boss is gathering demonic toys for a nefarious purpose.
Toys, eh? Well, what do you want me to do about it?
Call the Army, the Navy, the Swiss Guard.
You want me to turn on my boss? Dream on, buddy. This is a pretty cushy job here. And I ain't messing it up over a bunch of demonic toys.
Would you mind not throwing my little buddy into the museum's incinerator?
What are you gonna do, Sam? If Mr. P finds another corpse strewn about all willy-nilly on the exhibit floor, he's gonna kick my thorax right to the unemployment office. You say your friend's still alive? You better get him moving.
Would you mind not throwing my...
What are you gonna do? You say your friend...
But he hasn't got a...
Well, maybe you should find him a new one. Sheesh, some detective you are.
Hey, hold on.
Would you mind not throwing my little buddy into the museum's incinerator?
What are you gonna do, Sam? If Mr. P finds another corpse strewn about all willy-nilly on the exhibit floor, he's gonna kick my thorax right to the unemployment office. You say your friend's still alive? You better get him moving.
Hey, okay. I thought it was going to do the brain thing again, but oh well.
Nice headphones. Listening to the game? Or maybe some Black Flag?
Ah, these are my official museum guard emergency headphones. I gotta wear these so that Mr. Paperweight can tell me where to go in case of a security emergency. Of course, I haven't heard from him in a while. He must be busy up there with that space gorilla guy.
Sal. Why is that name so familiar? Wait a minute. Stinkies used to have a fry cook named Sal.
Yep, that'd be me.
A 6-foot-tall cockroach working at Stinkies? That's shocking! No, wait. What's that thing that's the complete opposite of shocking? So why did Grandpa Stinky fire you? I mean, aside from the whole disease-carrying vermin thing.
He, didn't approve of a cockroach in the kitchen.
That's strange. Grandpa Stinky never had problems with cockroaches before. Don't look now, but there's a scandalously clad intergalactic despot running roughshod through your museum.
You mean General Skunkape? He's an A1 buttwad, all right. Well, what are you gonna do? Mr. Paperweight's rolled out the red carpet for him and his minions.
Don't you think you should alert the authorities?
What? Lose my job?
How's life with Skunk Ape?
Skunk Ape. That's a good one. I'll remember that. Not so bad. Aside from the big gorilla over there guarding the door, most of these apes just hang out in the planetarium.
What's with all the apes running around?
Beats me. Mr. Paperweight told me to steer clear of them. That's what I'm gonna do.
See you, Sal.
Careful out there, Sam. This place is cuckoo tonight.
To witness the final stage of the coming apocalypse, turn the hourglass. Okay. Whoa, I did not see that coming.
Huh, okay.
It's a telltale trail of Grandpa Stinky's brain-preserving demon broth. Toxicodendron paleness, a prehistoric and virulent form of poison ivy, was 7 times as irritating as its modern counterpart. Primitive life forms were often driven into fits of howling, scratching rage by the merest sampling of T. paleness's secretions. Its hard to believe something that pretty could be so annoying.
Dog man, where do you think you're going?
I'm, just looking for the snack foods exhibit.
No one leaves here. Skonkape's orders.
Why?
We're supposed to be on the lookout for, Sam. That's it, Sam. Are you Sam?
No, my name is, Tyrone. Sam's that guy.
Tis we! I've arrived at the world-famous Museum of
Oh,
Lost
boy.
Natural History. And look, a cute little animatronic monkey.
Ahila to Skonkape. I've successfully neutralized the one known as Sam.
Describe him.
Pink, hairless, difficult to place accent.
That's not Sam, you fool. Now don't bother me again until you find Sam.
Apparently that, wasn't Sam.
Oh well, happy hunting.
Thank you, Tyrone.
Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone. I've got to keep a lookout for Sam.
Right. I'll just let you get back to that. Eucalyptus porcus, the long-extinct bacon plant, was the evolutionary forerunner of today's domesticated swine. I don't think evolution works that way, but I kind of wish it did. Hey, it's a moai head. How's it hanging, big guy? Fine, be that way.
We met a bunch of Moai heads in a different Sam and Max game, so.
Inexplicable object of unknown provenance.
Behold, the dread wonder of Yogg-Sothoth, overfiend of the dark dimension.
Yeah. I'm glad my great-grandpa stopped that trans-dimensional beauty from manifesting in the East Side. The Osmunda Kincadium, aka the Boring Fern, possessed no interesting qualities whatsoever. That's not nice. I'm sure it was very interesting once you got to know it.
Alright, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by.
Normally, the code of the freelance policeman frowns on stealing ancient brains, but desperate times call for icky measures. Ew, it's warm and pulsing and wriggly. I don't know whether to be repulsed or use it as a neck massager. Please don't touch, play on or around the Pharaoh's brain. I question the wisdom of this sign. The seven-sided pyramid of Hikabah was the crowning glory of Kestimpum the Tiny until it collapsed under its staggering weight and unorthodox design. It's dioramas like this that make me appreciate the joys of central air conditioning, collective bargaining, and comfortable headwear. I had no idea ancient Egypt was so madcap. If you're going to putrefy and decompose, might as well do it in style. Hey, it's me. Give or take 4,000 years and a decent tailor. Ooh, pointy and dangerous. Two of my favorite things. Max would love to get his hands on this doohickey. Too bad he doesn't have any hands right now. Ancient Egyptian brain screw. The engravings on this particular brain screw indicate that it was reserved for pharaohs, viziers, or other high-ranking muckety-mucks. Muckety-mucks? The museum's copywriter must have thought no one would read that far. Ah, the Sphinx. I can almost smell it. Seriously, it smells like aspen here. Museum of Mostly Natural History guided tour. Ah, an audio guide that attempts to make sense of the nonsensical museum displays. I should tape one of these for our office. It says it's an information desk, but I feel dumber just looking at it. Tapestry of Yog-Sothoth, overfiend of the dank dimensions, on loan from the East Village chapter of the Knights of Yog-Sothoth. He doesn't look so tough. In fact, he looks kind of flammable.
Flammable, huh? That sounds interesting.
The end of the world is predicted by top apocalypsologists. Some say the world will end in fire, some in ice, but it takes a truly advanced mind to envision an apocalypse that revolves around a many-eyed, many-horned, walking purple people eater.
Where is Max's body?
I better reunite Max's body with his brain, or a plausible facsimile, before Sal talks.
There we go.
Maybe this carefully preserved gray matter will get Max's body moving, or at least twitching and drooling unnervingly. Hello? Anybody in there?
Torment of Osiris will be laid upon your feet, heretics! The wrath of... Anubis!
No, but I get that a lot. I'm Sam.
Oh, my! A new body! And it's so energetic!
That's probably one of Max's sugar rushes. You'll just want to ride him out until you get used to him.
Well, I suppose you want some sort of tedious boon in return for rescuing our spirit from the shadowy realms, yes?
Well, if it's not too much trouble, Your Majesty, I could use some help retrieving Max's brain from a couple of world-conquering Nimrods.
I believe we can aid you in your quest, but where will my brain go after we've restored this Max?
Well, if everything goes as planned, I suppose you can take your pick between an ethnic sorcerer and a superpowered space gorilla.
A gorilla? That does sound promising. Very well, we shall grant your boon. It shouldn't be too much trouble with all these toys of the gods secreted in this fuzzy little body.
Toys of the gods? Do you have the gift?
Is that what they're calling it these days? My people always called it the Curse of Horus. Ungrateful wretches.
Neat. If you've got creepy brain powers, this rescue's gonna be a walk in the park. Ready to roll?
Lead on, barbarian.
Hey, Sal.
Hey, see you got your pal up and about.
Kneel before your pharaoh, peasant.
He's still a little punchy. I think you should apologize for threatening to incinerate my obviously alive buddy here.
No offense, pal. I was just following orders.
Ooh, we love it when servants say that.
What's with all the apes running around?
Beats me. Just
Your lack of independent thought pleases us.
right back at you, little guy.
Your loyalty is commendable, serf.
See you, Sal.
Careful out there, Sam.
Hey, Sal, look. 3 monkeys violating that statue of a head.
Where? I didn't see nothing, which is a good thing since we put all the monkeys down in storage with the leather jackets.
Whee!
Your Highness?
Yes?
How'd a kid like you get to become Pharaoh? Did your daddy Pharaoh die when you were young?
Oh no, our dad was a sandal maker. We became Pharaoh after we stumbled upon the toys of the gods while stealing coins from a tomb. The toys awakened latent abilities within us, granting us the power to cast the royal family into the Nile and reshape the entire kingdom in our now divine image.
Now there's a heartwarming rags to riches story. So, Your Highness, impressed by the 21st century yet?
Oh, most definitely. Though we do feel a bit out of our element.
Don't worry. Once we teach you a few crude gestures and get rid of the whole talking in the plural thing, you'll fit right in. After all this is over, we'll all head to Broadway and take in a show.
Oh, bread and circuses! Are there gladiator fights?
Actually, it's mostly a bunch of people dressed up as cats singing about wanting to break loose, and then a chandelier falls on them. How'd your brain stay alive all these years, anyway?
Before our death, we left strict instructions with our viziers to pickle our brain in a special solution of crocodile tears and ground ibis beaks.
And that kept your brain alive?
Don't be ridiculous. It was our special gift that kept our brain alive. Duh.
If the toys made you so powerful, how'd you end up as a pickled brain in a jar?
During our reign, there were always a few troublemakers who, impervious to our divine powers, rebelled against our benevolent but firm dictates. We suspect one of them finally snuck past our defenses.
Hold any grudges?
Sam, that's all in the past. Even if we did hold an eternal grudge against the mystery assassins who deposed us all those centuries ago, it's not as if we can do anything about it now, right?
Right. Let's roll.
Aha! We shall roll like a wheel, yes?
You sure know your obscure cultural references, Your Majesty.
Roll! Roll onward! Ah, the arrow of power. But where is the disc of madness? Or the orb of unending bounciness?
We haven't found them yet. But here, take a gander at this.
Ah, the wondrous essence thief! How well I remember disguising myself as a palm frond to observe the forbidden rituals at the Temple of Adolescence.
You tyrannical scamp. Hey, Your Majesty, check out these spiffy phone numbers.
Phone numbers? Ah, hieroglyphics to activate the translocation toy. We always wondered how that device worked.
Probably would have helped if the ancient astronauts who taught you how to build pyramids had left behind a few telephones. Say, one of those phone numbers is brand new.
How droll, a talking skull. I'm sure that will be useful.
Oh, I guess.
Hey! Ouch! My thorax! My beautiful thorax!
Ouch! Who'd want to pummel a nice bug guy like Sal? Hey, Max, check this out. It turns out that Lady Godiva was a dude.
Ooh, icky.
Well, either I managed to return Max's brain to his body in the future, or you're destined to learn a killer Max impression.
Let's move on.
What in the name of Gorgar?
In my experience, it's rarely a good idea to poke a space gorilla in the eyes.
That's what lackeys are for, Sam.
Oh, the subhumanity.
Why will you say that?
Since we're in a museum, I assume it'll be some sort of obscure historical reference. I wonder how Max is holding up.
Yes.
Hey, minions!
Yes? Don't talk to the squishy one, me T-ho. The General says his brain has the power to cloud apes' minds.
Flatterer. Hey, minions!
Yes? Don't talk...
Hey, Skunky!
Yes.
I see you've got your old band of lackeys back together.
Yes, yes. My mighty army is once again ready to take on the galaxy. At least they would be if Paperweight's filthy security guard wasn't underfoot. That disease-carrying insect had better keep his pestilent thorax away from my boys.
What are you two scamps doing with the Devil's Toy Box?
We're tapping the nigh-infinite power of your brain to create a bifurcated vortex of technological and arcane energies to impel the toys of power to return to their point of origin via a five-dimensional matrix of quantum foam and sympathetic magics.
Yes, of course!
You have no idea what I just said, do you?
No, but if it means more psychic toys for me, then vortex away! Why are you working with that creepy paperweight guy?
Monsieur Paperweight and I have reached an accommodation.
Is that legally permitted in this state?
I'm lending my scientific powers to his mystical efforts to draw the toys of power into the so-called Devil's Toy Box.
That spell thing Paperweight's working on. It wouldn't have something to do with summoning an elder god by the name of Yog-Sagoth, would it?
Now that you mention it, Yog-Sagoth's name did come up once or twice. He's certainly touchy about that precious tapestry of his.
Yeesh. So, long time no see.
Long time? Yes, yes. If only you knew how long.
It has been but a handful of Earth hours since you and your companion imprisoned me in the penal zone. However, due to the temporal phase shifting of the zone, I experienced years of maddening nothingness during those fleeting hours.
Ah, that would explain the tiny crow's feet around the eyes. Not to mention that telltale old gorilla smell. What are you doing here, anyway?
The same thing I was doing all those years ago.
Boring me to tears?
Gathering the toys of power so that I might conquer the galaxy.
Now that you and Fezhead have stopped fighting, could you tell me how my brain ended up outside my sexy little body?
I took it from you after I was suddenly ejected from the penal zone.
How come I didn't notice?
You appeared to be entranced by a primitive form of Earth entertainment.
Around here, we call it a popcorn coma, big guy. What are you planning to do with my brain once this whole Toys for Jerks drive is over?
The same thing I planned to do before you yanked me into your ASAT's penal zone. Plug your brain into my ship's central computer and use your terrifying psychic powers to conquer the galaxy.
Couldn't we just use them to cruise for chicks? The ladies love a good spoon bending.
That's curious. My scans indicate you don't even like girls.
Could you try not to kill Sam? He's my designated driver whenever I'm in the sauce like this.
All my minions won't kill him.
That's good.
They're under strict orders to drag him beaten and bloodied to my feet,
so that he might witness my ascension to ruler of the galaxy.
Just so long as he can still drive. Could you go over there for a while? The way you're salivating over my anterior cortex is creeping me out, frankly.
Very well.
Yo, PWA! What? I'm busy. What's the story with the giant cockroach you've got guarding the museum?
You mean Sal? He's a bit of a charity case. A little slow, but fiercely loyal. And if the General's smelly hooligans harm just one hair on his antenna, there'll be heck to pay. Heck, I say!
Oh, this tongue. What's that for?
That controls our new laser light show. It will bring many, many young people to the museum.
If you can lure them away from their zoetropes.
Looks like Max is stoking the fires of discord. I'll see if I can add some fuel for out here.
Welcome to the Museum of Mostly Natural History.
Mr. Paperweight. Gee, thanks. That's the nicest thing you've said since you hired me. So, what can I do for you, boss?
To see the terrifying power of the Yog-Sothoth tapestry, pull the sword from the eyeball.
I don't see any sword here, Mr. Paperweight.
Let us begin. Please make your way to the Mesozoic era exhibit in the center of the main floor.
The dinosaur exhibit. You got it.
Although it lasted for only 7 weeks during the late summer of 56 million BC, the Mesozoic era produced an incredible explosion of evolutionary diversity, most of which was quickly erased by less ridiculous creatures.
I did not know that. Thanks, boss. Anything else, boss?
Gently yank the bone to hear the roar of the Pollosaurus henway.
Yank the bone. You got it. Hell, looks like everything's working A-okay, boss. Anything else, boss?
Please make your way to the animatron of the terrible beast assaulting the city.
The beast attacking the city. Right away, boss.
Humanity has long pondered about the eventual fate of the Earth. Today, thanks to sophisticated supercomputers, scientists have determined that the world will end in the year 2015, as giant monsters, environmental disasters, and political apathy combine to turn our world into an unlivable hellhole shortly before the sun unexpectedly goes nova.
Yeah, boss. Very informative. Anything else, boss?
Turn the hourglass to witness the Earth's final moments, as predicted by accredited apocalypticians.
Turn over the hourglass. Check. Anything else, boss?
treasures of the Forgotten Pharaoh exhibit.
The Egypt exhibit? Right away, boss.
I guess Sal's out of range.
I'll head back to base now, Mr. P.
Now, poke the eyes to see an ancient, brutal civilization spring to life.
I don't see any eyes to poke around here, boss.
And finally, the pride of the museum. Please proceed to the Knights of Yog-Sothoth display.
Knights of Yog-Sothoth exhibit? Right away, sir.
The Order of Yog-Sothoth were an ancient society of mystic knights dedicated to serving an overfiend of the Dark Dimensions. This priceless tapestry, woven from the meticulously groomed back hair of the knights, is all that remains of their order.
That's really illuminating, boss. Anything else, boss?
Let us begin. Please make your way to the
The dinosaur.
Whoops, whoops, whoops.
And finally, although it lasted for only 7 weeks,
I did not. Anything else, boss?
the Order of Yog-Sothoth were an...
Anything else?
To see the terrifying power of the Yog-Sothoth tapestry, pull the sword from the eyeball.
Pull the sword? Will do, boss. Looks okay to me. Anything else, boss? Boss? Well, if you don't have anything else for me, I'll just head back to the...
You know, we do have incredible psychic powers at our disposal.
This is interesting.
So this is Paperweight's office.
What a dump!
Someone's coming.
Why have you left the planetarium?
That intergalactic bully is driving me bananas, and his minions are a threat to my beautiful museum. Can't you do something?
Get a grip on yourself, man. Can't you see our long struggle to gather the toys is almost over?
You think I don't know that? I've been dreaming of this second chance for decades.
Then stop whining and get back in there.
Yes, sir, Dr. Norrington. Right away, Dr. Norrington.
Norrington.
His imperious attitude puts me in mind of a lute teacher we fed to my crocodiles for correcting my divine embouchure.
You know, Max's patter is a lot less...
Violent?
multisyllabic.
No, yeah, it's just as violent for sure.
4 ancient diabolical summoning spells. And 1 pretty good chili recipe. This office could use a little tidying up. And a good firm raising. This office could use a little tidying up. And looks like Paperweight subscribes to Obazoth's nonsensical Grimoire Club. Looks like Paperweight's quite the reader.
A lowly scribe, then.
Check it out, Your Majesty. An insanely detailed top-down drawing of the city.
What a remarkable illusion of depth.
Oh yeah, you didn't have perspective and vanishing points in your time, did you?
Of course we did. Why, we had a whole chamber full of perspectives and a headdress adorned with vanishing points. And... Shut up!
Paperweight's phone. We've got his number.
Oh, We certainly do.
It's locked. What kind of paranoid freak keeps his door locked from the inside?
I locked all my slaves inside my birthday pyramid after they finished building it.
Paperweight's not a slave.
Are you sure?
That's an interesting proposal.
How amazing! We've been transmogrified into a glittering futuristic metropolis. Why do we feel like we're about to vomit?
That'd be the East River. Try to breathe through your mouth. Talk about a chilling vision of the future.
We are not amused. I guess so.
Oops.
Ooh, how delightful! I can almost hear them groaning in pain.
You're gonna love reality TV. If you're going to putrefy and decompose, might as well do it in style.
You're telling me that's the Buckingham Imperial model with the optional scorpion proofing.
Ooh, pointy and dangerous. Two of my favorite things.
Why does this simple device fill me with such a feeling of unspeakable dread?
I think that's just Max's body having a tingle of anticipation. It does that when it sees exotic weaponry.
Ah.
Ah, the Sphinx.
Have you heard its famous riddle? It'll knock your sandals off. It's all about, well, there's a cucumber, and then... no, wait. Let me start over.
Don't bother, Your Highness. Really. It's still got that old brain smell. Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother
bother me,
Ooh, he's a smart one, isn't he?
Who is this annoying cretin? Are you Sam?
We are the Pharaoh, you odiferous primate, and you would do well to kneel in our presence.
How about I make you dance instead?
Oh, this is too easy. Can't you see we're busy? The beast couldn't hit the side of a granary with a throw stick. That's enough playtime.
Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me.
I'm sure.
This gun was made for shooting.
Tra-la-la. Ah.
Hey, guard guy.
And finally, the pride of the museum. Please
Knights of Yog.
proceed the terrifying power of the yokes of...
Pull the sword. Looks okay to me. Anything else, boss?
Gently
Yank the bone. Anything else, boss?
Yeah, sorry.
although it...
I did.
Let us begin. Please make...
The dinosaur.
Gently yank the bone to hear the roar of the Pollosaurus Henway.
Yank the bone. You got it. Hell, looks like everything's working A-okay, boss. Anything else, boss? I'll head back to bed.
I'm rather enjoying this. Me greatly. He does whatever your magic box tells him. Oh, this is too easy. Tra-la-la.
Please proceed to the treasures.
The Egypt exhibit?
Oh, whoops. Oh, hold on.
Please make your way to the animatron.
The beast is...
Turn the hourglass to witness the Earth's final moments as predicted by accredited...
Turn over the hourglass. Anything else, boss?
See the terrifying power of the yolks of off.
I don't see any sword. Anything else, boss?
And finally, gently yank the bone to hear.
Yank the bone. Anything else?
Turn the hourglass.
Anything else?
Now, open the eyes to see an ancient, brutal civilization spring to life.
I don't see any eyes to poke around here, boss. Anything else, boss?
The beast couldn't hit the side of a granary with a throw stick. You know, we do have... Can't you see we're busy? Can't you see... I'm rather enjoying this. Tra-la-la. Oh, this is too easy. The beast couldn't hit the side of a granary with a throw stick. Ah.
door is almost weird enough to look like a museum exhibit. Almost. Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother.
Ooh, he's a smart one, isn't he?
Who is this annoying creep? Are you Sam?
We are the Pharaoh, you Odif.
How about I make you...
Oh, this is too... Tar. Whee! That transportation exhibit is bound to be fascinating. We enjoy reveling in the failures of lesser beings.
Oh. Of course, that makes sense.
Whee!
Be careful, Your Highness. You're full of hydrogen and dangerously unstable.
Oh, lighten up. I have. Whee!
Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone. I've got to keep a lookout for Sam.
Whee! Exhilarating. Whee!
Oops.
I hope there's nothing in this museum that could trigger an explosion.
Behold, the dread wonder of Yogg-Sothoth, Overfiend of the Dark Dimension.
Creepy.
I just need to time it right. Oh shit.
Hey, guard guy.
Whee!
Shoot.
Exhilarating.
Whoops.
Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me.
Whee! Exhilarate. That apocalypse beast is a fright. I feel sorry for the city he's attacking.
Well, maybe maybe it'll be good to stop there and then have a fresh perspective on some of these puzzles next time. Thank you so much to everyone who wasn't here. Extra special thank you to Bardock for hanging out, and I will look around for someone to raid and then wrap up. Stream manager. Raid. Alright. Have a good evening, all.